on this episode of True Friend with Cory Montell Scott. You get a call from a very excited Mr. Tyler Perry telling you that he just finished writing his best movie script yet. And he tells you that the title of the new film is Tyler Perry's Cora Has a Baby. What would Tamela do?
We couldn't do that. Our wound is too old. We're all washed out.
Oh my God.
If you need a helping hand, let me tell you about a friend. He won't switch up on you. He'll love you through and through. In your time of need, he'll be a true friend indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of True Friend with Cory Montell Scott. Now, if you want to stay up to date on future episodes, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. I don't even have words because we have been able to interview, and when I say we, I mean me, some of the people who have defined moments in my childhood. They live in the back of my mind. They were just the fragrance, the feel of my childhood, and this person is definitely that. She is one of the most decorated voices in gospel music today. Who am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the show, Miss Tamela Mann.
Hello. Good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is.
Tamela, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be with you today and all the friends.
The true friends. Absolutely. You are looking lovely.
Thank you. Look, I'm trying to make it happen for an old lady.
Well, Tamela, I like to ask all of my guests because I could go down the list and name all of your awards, all the wonderful things you've done, but I want to hear it from your mouth. Who is Tamela Mann, and how would you define yourself to someone who has never met or heard of you before?
Who is Tamela? Tamela Mann is a country girl, down home girl, loud. I'm a mother. I'm an aunt. I'm a great aunt. I'm a grandmother, a wife of 36 years. I'm a songwriter, producer, actress. I love gardening. I'm really, or just being outside. I like to be outside. I'm really a country home girl. You know, I just like the things that probably you would like, but that's who I am. And so happen, I may be a friend of yours and, may know a few more people, but I'm just a regular person that love the Lord. And I am a faith walker. And I just believe in trying to be as uplifting as I can to people and bring joy to people as much as I can, where I can, when I can. That is me.
That is so beautiful. And I heard you say actress. As you're going through the things, I'm thinking of watching those clips from the beginning of your career, starting out with Kirk Franklin and The Family, and hearing you add actress, and we're going to get into all of that. But I want to start this off by asking you a question. When I had the pleasure of being on the front row of the Medea's farewell play, and watching you perform God Provides and Take Me to the King, and looking back at that very first play, Medea's Family Reunion, and with that gray wig. And I came back home and I told my wife, I said, how amazing must it feel to start off there, take this little brief hiatus, and come back singing what is considered to be the most popular song of your entire career. What does that feel like, looking over your past, however many years in gospel music, and looking at where you are right now?
I'm in awe. And I still, when I hear my voice on the radio, I still am in amazement. And it brings me joy. But the most part of it, Cory, is when people come and give me a testimony that the songs that we've sang, even to other artists that have blessed them, that to me is like the icing on the cake. So it really brings me a lot of joy. That I'm able to be a blessing to someone. So I'm so grateful to God for the opportunity to just, even for you to sit in front of me. I don't take that for granted, for you to spend your hard-earned money to come and support us and, look, for as a place, like you was talking about Medea's farewell. I just never would have dreamed it first fall. And I'm just so grateful. I really am. I almost came to tears, but I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it. I'm really grateful.
And you mentioned like you were able to be blessed by people telling you what it has meant to you. So, Tamela Mann, would you consider yourself a celebrity?
No, I just look at. I think that we all stars. I don't like I was just saying a few minutes ago. A few more people may know me than yourself, but I don't. I don't do that because like now I get up and I go to the store and do whatever I want to do. Me, I don't have to have anybody with me. I can go to the mall and don't have to have anybody with me. And I just find joy in it to go to the nail shop, and I ain't gotta have a whole crew. I mean, if some people go with me, okay, that's great, but it's not that kind of life. And I'm grateful for that. That some people know me, and sometimes you have to kind of help people not go too far. But I don't look at myself as a celebrity. I don't. I really don't. Look, it make me cringe a little bit. I really don't.
Well, let's talk about the go too far. What has been your craziest fan encounter?
Okay, we were talking about it yesterday, me and my sister-in-law and my goddaughter, that I was at the store and I was shopping, of course, and a lady ran up behind me and grabbed me like this, like almost like her hand, like to hug you. You know how you hug somebody from behind like this? But I didn't know her. And I said, ma'am. And I said it seriously. I said, ma'am, you almost got elbowed. But that was the most craziest moment. And then I've had the next one, if I could give you two. The next craziest moment was me and David was sitting and eating, right? This person sit down and just slid into the booth, like beside me. And he was like, oh, so you just gonna sit down? I mean, they just sit down as to say they was having lunch or dinner with us. So people, I know they get excited, but sometimes it could be a little much sometimes. It's like, and then I'm three. Number three, y'all. I was on the elevator, never forget it. We were doing the Essence on the elevator, me and David, and we were headed back up to our room. This lady was like, hi. And she put her hand in my face. Like, hey, just start touching me. And David was like, why are you putting your hand in her face? He was like, you don't do that. He said, you don't do that to people. Because it's like, I didn't know her. But for her to just feel like she could, I think because of our characters, people feel like they know us. Just like this lady in the mall yesterday told me, she said, I just feel like I know y'all. Even though you don't know me, but I feel like I know y'all. So I think it kind of goes there because the characters connect with so many people's family, like you have a Cora or Mr. Brown or Madea in your family. So you feel like, okay, we good, we family. So, but those are three of the things I think were like at the top.
Lord have mercy, y'all relax. Let Tamela Mann and David Mann be great when they go to the mall and grocery shopping.
You said be great. I don't have to be great. It's just, let us just be normal. Because people always ask, what you doing here? I'm buying groceries. Like, you buy groceries? You ain't got nobody to buy groceries for you? Yes, but I like to buy my own groceries. Go pick up something. You send somebody to go pick up something. But when it's groceries, sometimes, you don't know really what you want till you get in the store, right? You have a list, but it's like other things. You're like, oh, okay, I could use that. I need that. Da, 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 da. There we go. That's part of my life.
Well, you sound just like my aunties.
Do I?
And the women in my life who no, you got to go to the grocery store. You got to make sure you checking that watermelon, thump it, make sure it's fresh. You got to make sure you're looking at that fruit. Yeah, you sound just like my aunties and them.
Where you from?
I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, but I live in Charlotte right now.
Oh, so yeah, you know about this, the thumping. Yeah, see, I'm a Texan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we thumping. Sometimes I'll be like, what does this mean? I still don't have it though. I don't have it. I don't know.
I've gotten pretty good at it. I've done a pretty good job at it. Sometimes people be looking at me crazy. Why are you thumping on that watermelon? I'm like, y'all just don't know. You got to make sure it's fresh and sweet.
And it's sweet. Mm-hmm. But it does. I think I've encountered a real good one 2 or 3 times like that. But every time it's not been a winner.
So, Tamela, I'm going to be honest with you. And I debated on whether I was going to tell this, but I'm going to tell it. So when your very first album, Gotta Keep Moving, came out, I used to walk in Walmart and see it all the time. My mama, every time, I ain't got no money for no CDs. I ain't got no money for no CDs. And LimeWire Ministries was heavy at the time. Tamela, I apologize, but we had that little CD. And through that, I was able to share it with some of my family friends. Miss Cassandra, she gonna freak out when she hear that I done said her, but she became a real big fan of you. Then the live experience, the master plan, In Him, Send Me, Step Aside, all those songs being a part of my entire childhood.
Wow.
What is your favorite song to perform on tour?
My favorite song used to be You Deserve My Praise.
Yeah.
And then it turned into He Did It For Me. Now it's like, and I love to sing Only Imagine, because what happens is every night, I don't know if this feels so wimpy this morning, every night when I sing Only Imagine, to look up and see, you know how they had spotlights on you? I look into that light and I look unto it as if it's the light of the Lord, the light of Jesus, and that I'm singing to the author and the finisher of our faith. And it's like, it brings me to tears more so than people would think, like Take Me to the King. Because Take Me to the King to me is a song, it's almost like a repentant song, or it's a song when you're burdened or heavy, to let you know. It's became a funeral song, but it's really kind of helping you, usher you in, that you can take and cast all your cares on the Lord, is what Take Me to the King is about. That you can go to Him with any and everything, and He can handle those things. But Only Imagine is like the idea of all that we've done, all that we've been through, and all that He's brought us out of. We're standing before Him, that we've been a good child, we've been a good servant. And it's like, you think about the reward of, when you've done good and did a good report, it's like you want to hear what your parents got to say. You want to hear what the people around you that push you, or, what kind of encouraging word, or even if somebody going to bless you with a few dollars. But to hear Him say, well done. So Only Imagine. And then a couple of these new songs, Hand on Me, my latest song that I released, I believe is going to be one of my other favorite, because I know that the hand of the Lord has been on me. Now that I sit and just look back over my life, and I know that sounds so old, but I used to think that of like the older people, but now that I'm older, when I look at all the stuff, the things, His hand has been on me.
Tamela, I want to play a little game with you, if you don't mind, if you got a few minutes.
I got a few minutes. I hope I do good.
When I would watch It's a Man's World, I would admire your ability to handle situations in the absolute best way. So I got a game called WWTD. What would Tamela do?
Oh my. What would I do, Lord? Okay.
So I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and you're going to tell me, what would Tamela do?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
So, you're booked to perform at an event, and when you show up, the promoter ain't got your money. What would Tamela do?
What has Tamela done? Now, back in the day, several times that has happened to me, and I've actually went on stage and hadn't got my means, and I sang anyway. And then I've heard people, because to me, if people have paid their money, that means somebody done got some money somewhere for these people to be in this audience. So it's not fair to them. I have went and did, like, for not the whole concert, I did a couple songs, and I've actually announced what has happened. That the reason why this is not going down is because people haven't taken care of their responsibility. So I have went on and done it when I didn't have my money. Me and David, he did comedy in that. And we told the people, and people started coming and laying money on the stage for us to carry on. So it's like, that's what I have done. And it's like, I just want things to be done correctly so the people can be blessed, especially if people have spent their money and took money probably from a bill or held something off so they can come be a part of the concert, or, the actual whatever production that's coming through.
Pay y'all artists now. Stop doing that, promoters. I don't know who that was for, but I'm sensing you. So, scenario number 2. You and David attend a wonderful church service. The praise and worship was amazing. The word was flawlessly executed. Everyone was nice and welcoming. At the end, somebody begins to prophesy, and it's accurate, and you believe and know it's from God. But then, suddenly, you get a whiff of their breath, and it sends a different fire through your bones. What would Tamela do?
I would do it's almost like you do one of these. And you just kind of, like, it's almost like, because I have been on the altar and somebody have turned me off because their breath was burning.
Jesus.
It had fire behind it. They had a dragon in their mouth. But you just kind of turn, but then it's like you go deep within your chest. That's what I would do. Like,
Lord have mercy. Start praying.
I would do it, not like this, but now I got to the point where my mother-in-law gave me a good way to say it is people are coming out.
Oh.
People are coming out. It's like meaning your breath, so you need to put some gum. Now I have offered gum and mints to people too. I'm really motherly. I'm very motherly. Even the kids that's acting up in the store, I'll be like, hey, what is wrong with you? What's going on? I'm very motherly.
It's crazy that you should say motherly because my last one, you get a call from a very excited Mr. Tyler Perry telling you that he just finished writing his best movie script yet. And he tells you that the title of the new film is Tyler Perry's Cora Has a Baby. What would Tamela do?
We couldn't do that. Our wound is too old. We're all washed out.
Oh my God.
I would be like, you got to be kidding me. I'd be like, boy, you crazy. That's exactly what I was doing. Sir, you crazy. That ain't happening. A baby? Did you see?
Cora has a baby.
No. Cora couldn't have no baby. My answer would be no.
Tamela, what can you tell us about the upcoming film, Tyler Perry's Medea's Destination Wedding?
The Destination Wedding is going to be stupid funny. It is a lot of craziness going on. And you're going to be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to be surprised. But it was really really funny put together. But it's a lot of little curves in there. So I mean, you gotta in some little suspense. So it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really good. But you're really gonna have a lot of good laughter in there. And it's some nice scenery.
Oh, where did y'all film it? Was it like the Bermuda Triangle? Not Bermuda Triangle.
I'm not gonna tell you. Not Bermuda Triangle. No, it's some wonderful scenery.
Well, Tamela, I want you to talk to us about your upcoming project, Live, Breathe, Fight, releasing on October 11th.
Live, breathe, fight, y'all. We live in life because heaven is our destiny. We breathe in every breath with purpose. We fighting until we get the victory. This album I told a friend of mine this morning, I'm really, really proud of it. Not that I wasn't proud of all the other projects that I've done, but this last year and a half have been really rough, and the enemy was really fighting, in the core of my family, where we were being pulled every kind of way. And it's like I start writing about the things in it that I choose to live, that I trust the Lord, that I'm going to keep on loving the Lord forever. These are titles that I'm going to carry on. Because I realize that I have to do the work of him who sent me. And I know that love starts at home, then spreads abroad. I've taught that. I've tried to example that in my family. So Live, Breathe, Fight is talking about facing the facts about yourself. Big Facts is one of the title cuts, one of the titles in the album. But it's just talking about looking in the mirror and facing the facts about yourself. It's my fun song that's on the album. But Hand on Me. I mean, working for me, that it's like, even though I'm going through what I'm going through, I'm trusting and believing that God is working for me, knowing going through these things that his hand is still on me. So I'm just really, I am so determined the more to fight this good fight of faith. And I'm trying to encourage all of y'all to come along with me and us not allow distractions to take us off course of what God has for us. So live, breathe, and fight is talking about living, and how y'all say it now, y'all young people, living your best life. But first of all, the first part of it is pleasing God and being obedient to God. And God is going to, he's going to see us through. He's going to be there. He's not going to leave us. He's not going to forsake us. So that's what live, breathe, and fight is about. We fighting, y'all. We're going to live. We're going to breathe. And we're going to make it through this thing, because a lot of I've never seen so much mental health happen in our community, meaning the Black community, that I have seen these last few years. But we still have to know that the hand of the Lord is on us. That's why I believe it's so prevalent that we keep the basis. We have to get back to the basis, where it's like how you were raised. Our grandparents and our parents, when we were going to church, we were still assembling ourselves, giving God some time. Now I think we've gotten so big in our britches that we feel like we don't have to be in the church. We don't have to go to church no more. We can just watch it on TV. But y'all, we really don't watch it. I'm guilty. It's like you're in the kitchen making coffee when they doing praise and worship versus really concentrating and connecting. We got to get back to a connection where we're connected to God, remembering that heaven is our true destiny. That's what we're fighting for. That's what I'm fighting for as a gospel artist, that I'm fighting for heaven to be my destiny and to encourage and to win as many people as I can to the kingdom of God. In love, not judging, but still knowing the fruit that they're bearing. It's like, I'm not judging, but if I see, okay, we need to line up, we need to change some things to be, we just want to be like Jesus. I want to be like Jesus. So that's what I'm promoting. I want to be like Jesus.
It's so refreshing because I've watched you from afar, but to hear you talk and the way that you speak about God and his people, focusing on making heaven your eternal destination, and just knowing that it's real gives me goosebumps, because
I'm just my eyes are welling up, because it hurts me to be an artist and to see, not that any of us are perfect, because none of us are artists. We're not perfect, y'all. As pastors and ministers, none of us are perfect. But it's like everybody else gets a free card, but the people of God, it's like we can't mess up. We can't do anything. And it's like, it's held, even when we try to speak of things that we don't agree with, it's like it's held against us differently than it is with everybody else. Everybody else can speak freely, do what they want to do, say what they want to say. But when it comes to us as the people of God, it's like, even though sometimes I think you can, correction, because even the Lord corrects us. He said he chastens those he loves. So sometimes we have to hold each other accountable in order for us to do better. But for us not to be able to say anything, and it's like, I do want us to show love and not be so dogmatic, but I still want to be able to say, hey, that's not good. You're going down the wrong road. I see you hurting yourself. I see this not being a good place for you to be, and things like that. But does that mean that I'm against you? No. It don't mean that I'm against you. It means that I love you, and I'm just showing and trying to tell you it's a mountain right there. And if you go too fast and not watchful, you're going to just drive right off of it. Do I not say you're going to drive off the mountain? Do I just allow you to just crash and burn? So I just, I don't know. But I do want to be loving, and I just want us as even the artists to y'all, let's just try to help and win as many people as we can. If we're going to be called a gospel artist, we want to bring the good news. And like the word says, for us to be in the world, but not of it. Not that we're perfect, because we all have some kind of vice that we're trying to pull off. We all do. I mean, everybody's dealing with something. So you're not alone in dealing with something. But we don't want to just kill and crush each other that we can't make it through whatever it is that we're dealing with or facing. I hope that answers you.
It does, and it actually brings up a new question, Tamela. Throughout all your success, I mean, we've seen you on the Grammys, we've seen you on Sister episodes. You know, then the time that you spent with Tyler Perry, performing with Bono and Mary J. Blige. I mean, we could go on and on and on and talk about all the platforms that you've been on. But how have you been able to maintain your witness and never go astray?
Like David was telling, we were talking the other day, and that we've learned that we are not a thermometer, but a thermostat, that we set the temperature. When I go in, I believe in, and that's just, I think, how I was raised, that you go in and you represent. I was reading this morning on representing Jesus, that if you're going in somebody's name, you want to go represent them well. You don't want to go and just baptize their name with people like, 'cause I tell my band and singers now, I say, y'all, and I learned this from being on the road with Tyler. And he used to always tell everybody to be careful and, you know, what we were doing when we were in the cities and stuff, because it's not your name they gonna call. They gonna call whoever name you with. And that's just like us with Jesus. It's like, oh, they supposed to be Christians. It's like, it kills the witness of Jesus because of our response, of how we responded in his name. So I just want to respond in a good way, and being with the people that I've been with, I want to represent you well. So when I go into a room, I want to represent well. And I want, when I leave, people know that there's a difference with these people. And it's funny that we could be in environments and they could just be cussing and stuff, and they just be, excuse me, Tim, excuse me. You know, it's just like, I was like, it ain't me y'all need to be worried about. Y'all need to be worried about him. He hear you and he see you. It ain't me. And I say that, you know, because I ain't no God. I ain't no heaven or hell to put you in. I don't have one, neither one. So, but I just try to represent the kingdom well when I go out. Cory, that's it. I just want to represent, make him proud. I want to make my father proud.
Tamela, when I look at the credits on your last album, Overcomer, and also these past two singles, Working For Me and Hand On Me, there's one name that just keeps popping up, and that is the genius himself, Mr. Philip Bryant. Talk to us about your partnership with Philip Bryant, how that came to be, and why you chose to work with him again on this project.
Because Phil is so anointed to do what he's so talented. He's easy to work with. He coaches well. Him and Von Hill, these two young men have brightened my horizon when it came to writing. I mean, it's like, you know, Von was sitting right in here on my piano. He said, Mama, he said, we can take one word and we can build from one word. You can write, because I kept, you know, it's like I had wrote a couple songs, but I was real nervous about it or interjecting what my thoughts were that could be into song. And Phil helped me cultivate that. He helped me find my place in it. Like, Mama, okay, it's time to get to writing. And he's so loving. He is so easy to work with. Both of them are actually easy to work with. And I love them for what both of them bring. Because I know you mentioned Phil, but Von, both of them are like one of the same. You know, they both they carry themselves differently because, you know, one is more kind of quiet. Phil's kind of quiet. When you look at Phil, you already know he got on some bad shoes. He loves shoes. Von loves shoes, but he still want to be, his hair going to be doing some things, and he going to be, got on some colorful stuff. But it's just, I love them both in like two different, but as sons, but from two different perspectives of what they bring to me. It's like they both, if I could make a heart, they both on one part of that heart. So I have found new sons. I found new sons, and I'm so grateful for it. We call and we just talk and we just kick it. We call and talk to each other. It's not always business. And I love cooking for both of them. It's like they are my sons, and they have helped me stay relevant.
You have relevant being that key word. I mean, because what year did Gotta Keep Moving come out? Like 2006,
Mm-hmm.
2007 ish.
Yeah, around
With them butterflies. I want y'all to know I broke my mom a window one time, and it broke into the shape of that butterfly. So we used to always call it the Tamela Mann window. Because it helped her not be so mad. And so I cracked that window in her office. And I said, but Mama, it looked like that butterfly on Tamela Mann album. She just bust out laughing. But,
So
from Gotta Keep Moving.
I saved you.
You saved me from a butt cut. Thank you so much, Tamela Mann. I'm telling you, that's ministry. But throughout all these years, listening to those songs, Safety in His Arms, You'll Never Find a Love, all them songs that I love. And now working for me. Tamela, what have you done that has allowed you to sound the same all these years? Now behold the Lamb to this most recent one, Hand on Me. What is that?
For you, Jesus. The Lord is keeping me. He's keeping me alive. I'm telling you, in hands on me. Keeping me alive. I'm telling you, that is one thing when we were, after laying the tracks and coming back and listening, and I have cried and shed tears. Y'all, I'm not lying. I'm not playing with you. That I'm so grateful to God for how He's kept my voice. I was just talking about this with someone else the other day, and I'm so, so grateful to God for keeping me. But that is my prayer. God, keep me. That is my prayer for me and my husband. Like, Lord, keep us, keep our mind, keep our body. I said, Lord, I never want to be hoarse. I don't want to be sick. I want to be like you, Jesus. That sounds so like a little bitty girl, but that's how I feel on the inside. That, again, making Him proud. But God has kept me. I'm not doing nothing special, Cory, nothing, y'all, that nobody else is doing. I don't even drink tea. I don't drink tea every day. I drink tea if I'm not feeling good. I don't even like tea like that. So I'm not,
Wow.
So I don't know besides that the hand of the Lord is on me and that God has kept me. That's all I can give y'all. My mom told me, if you love the Lord with all your heart, the Lord will take you far. And God has been so faithful to me. He has been so faithful to me. How He's just preserved, kept my body. I'm just, besides me with my knees, and they say Arthur, but I don't even claim it. But I have been blessed not to be a sickly person. I mean, vocally, it's like I do like everybody else. Your body gets tired, your vocals get tired. But other than that, that has really been it for me. But I'm just so really grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God. So, but I'm sorry, guys, but that is just like, that's all I can give you, is just keep loving Him, and He'll take care of you. God will take care of you. Don't be deceived about all this junk that's going on in the world. We can still look nice and have nice things, but it's not about having nice things for me. I mean, God has done all of that. It's nothing that I even asked for, but God has done it for me. For me being faithful to Him. Obedience is better than sacrifice, y'all. So just be obedient to God. If He speaks to your heart, tug on your heart to do something, do what God is calling you to do, to just make your life a lot easier and not to have so much havoc in your life. Because, it's just, because things are going to come. Things are going to happen. They're going to happen, but He can prepare us and He can make us ready for whatever is coming. And that is like, I always ask the Lord to prep me and make me prepared for what I have to do. And even being in the presence of, and being in different rooms, give me what to say, Lord, and how to say it. Because I don't have no degree. I just finished high school. That's all I got. Besides Jesus, that's all I got. And David, I said, Lord, please don't let nothing happen to this man, because he is my help and my strength. So, but that's really it. I don't have anything to tell y'all special. Besides, I do a little warm up, and I don't even warm up all the time like I need to. I just go out there and just sing. Even when I'm rehearsing, I sing like the Lord is sitting right there in the room. I rehearse like I'm at the actual show, presentation, service, whatever you want to call it. I rehearse that way. I don't just half rehearse. I rehearse like it's happening. Or that may be my last chance.
I thank you for sharing that. Now, don't y'all go running off talking about y'all. I teach vocals. I'm a vocal and piano teacher. Don't y'all go running off saying Tamela Mann don't warm up. Y'all better. Everybody ain't Tamela Mann. Everybody, that's her anointing.
I do little stuff, them things, but I don't do because I know y'all say, give me your, you help me right now. Tell me what's your regimen. What should I be doing?
I tell my students to wake up, let your body warm up by itself. But with church people, we don't really have that option. But let your body warm up by itself. Go in there with some steam because, the nasal is the fastest way to the vocal cords, and breathe in that steam. And then start off your humming. And make it real sanctified in church.
Now, Cory, I'm going to be doing that.
But that's what it is. Ease your way onto that.
I did find one. I did find one exercise. I seen this young man on TikTok, or it was TikTok, and he takes his tongue and he stretches it towards his nose, and it really relaxes your throat in there. I did that on the reunion tour and I've been doing that he's like 20 seconds, like you do a set of 3. But long as I have time, I just keep doing it. But that has worked better. That has worked better than
lip roll things.
I do those. I'm bad because I may drink some Coca-Cola before I go on stage. And cream don't bother me because me and David was arguing back and forth, and I went to a specialist in LA, and she said everybody's different, so it may not affect you as the mucus like other people. So I'm unusual, I guess. I don't have no tonsils.
You're anointed. Praise God, no tonsils. Really quickly, Tamela, so will there be, I know we have the Medea's Destination wedding come up, but it filled my soul to watch you do It's Sunday morning. I have loved Color Purple, the musical, since it came out. And when I heard that was what you was going to be doing, and I saw that trailer, I was so beside myself. I was. Will there be more acting for Miss Tamela Mann after Medea's Destination wedding?
This coming up right now. I had an offer to do something, but I feel more, I don't know just yet. I had an offer to do a Broadway show.
Oh, praise God.
But I don't know, because I really want to do a relationship tour with me and David and help our families, our relationships. So that is honestly where my heart has been tugged. So besides music, that is the next thing that I personally feel the direction that I need to be going. And that's right now, the place that I'm at y'all, is I really want to be led. I don't just want to be signing something and doing something to be doing it. Even when it comes to just income, I know we got to make means to live, but I want to be doing doing stuff purposeful, if I could say that, for the timing of what needs to happen in our world to be a blessing to people. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to be doing.
Well, Tamela, before you get out of here, whatever's on your heart, I want you to share a few words of encouragement. Whatever you feel like the Lord is tugging on your heart to say. You've said so much and so much wisdom, and it just makes sense why God would give you the type of gift that he gave you. But if you could just take these last few moments, this is your time.
Oh, well, I feel like I done took up all the time. Thank y'all so much for your love and support. But I just want to encourage you to don't give up and don't allow people to crush your dreams. Even if things seem to be moving a little slower than what you think they should, don't quit. Don't give up. It's never too late until we're dead. It's never too late until you're dead. If you have air and breath in your body, you can still do some things. So don't quit on yourselves and don't allow other people to just crush you and tell you things that they don't see you doing, but you feel in your heart that you can. So go do it. Do it with the love of the Lord. Do it with God as the center of it and the head of your life. I'm going to tell you like my mom told me, love the Lord with all your heart and the Lord will take you far. But you got to believe it. I love you guys.